We'll save time on this one.
Ben Von Rees? Yeah, fuck him. I find it funny. I was reading the description for the Sylvanian crossbowman. You know what they did?
What?
They literally copy and pasted the same description from normal crossbowman.
Yeah.
You lazy bastards. You could have written something interesting, I would think, right? Are Sylvanian crossbowmen actually a real unit, or are they just a game only?
I mean, a lot of the units in this game are technically game only right now because a lot of these factions don't exist in Age of Sigmar.
Really?
Yeah.
What would be the unit you would most want to see brought to tabletop?
Um, I'd like to see actually Vampire Coast actually be real models instead of just being lore pieces. Because Creative Assembly actually had um, full reign to design them on account of not actually being models where everything else was.
And do you think Creative Assembly did a good enough job? They should be models.
Yeah, it's a fun faction too.
Luther Harkon, you think should actually be a real lord?
Yeah.
So how do you think that would handle his madness modifier?
Probably how they do with Nemesis Zondrek with Transient Madness.
Is it a dice roll or is it some
Yeah,
other?
it's a D3.
Okay. Okay. And whatever one who gets the personality that's currently in control.
I don't think anybody will catch that guy. How long have I left in this quest?
So have you played any of the new DLC factions independently of the stream yet?
A little bit.
What do you think of them?
Of course, Snickage is pretty fun. Critical Failure, nice. Nice. I don't want
So
that
the
vampire
Skaven
anyway.
one would be the obvious one that we would play, but what do you think of the Dark Elf one if you've played it?
I haven't had a chance to really play it yet. Do you think that was going to Karag Dromar?
Karag Dromar, where's that at? Oh, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. We have a battle site there, so I'll be heading there if they don't. But I don't know. They might honestly be heading for Ackendorf because I feel like that's the more natural route there. Because I feel like if they were headed for the other one, they would probably do this sort of number and get out of attrition quicker.
Maybe.
But going that way, they're going to be out of attrition in like 2 turns. Still have a pretty substantial force. They can go straight here to Ackendorf and take them out, considering Ackendorf is Black Crag, which would be their natural rivals.
Well, no, they're also Black Crag because they were confederated.
Oh, they were. I don't know then. If Aakon's going that way, then he might have another war off on this side of the map with the dwarves that he's trying to fight. I'm not sure if they're at war,
We'll
but
see.
that would be the other natural thing is go to Bareg Dwar, yeah, Dwar's back, take them out.
See, if we had an awoken battlefield in every single province, it would take him so long to walk across our territory, the wall would die before it got there.
Yeah, and that's actually a really powerful army. He's got night goblins, he's got orc boys, he has fucking night goblin fanatics, black orcs. Like that military he's got built up. He has fucking moon howlers, death creepers, and Mogob's mangy marauders.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like to call a real fucking military, and that's not even counting the wall, which even has doom diver catapults.
Yeah.
And trolls. Like I'm sorry, I don't think either one of us could take that military on by ourselves. I really don't.
Definitely be sketch. Not gonna lie.
They have more fucking military might right there than most factions have right now in their entire fucking army. The real sketch part of orcs, and this is the thing with me, they're really unpredictable units, it feels like, as far as the way their morale works. It feels like they can be strong as hell and then break at a moment's notice, or they can be about to break and regain half the morale at a moment's notice. And I'm not sure what the modifiers are, what the internal calculation is, but I found orcs to be one of the hardest factions to fight just in general.
So I'm just gonna siege Hergig so that they can't recruit an army anywhere except Kemperbad. I would like to put something in Krugenheim, though. I don't really have any spare units kicking around.
So, Avalona,
Mm-hmm.
I have an interesting question regarding your channel.
Yeah.
Will we ever see a return to Book of Unwritten Tales?
Yeah, essentially I'm just waiting. Like, I can do that anytime. I'm just waiting for you guys to let me know when's a good time when you're available. Because I mainly started playing that to introduce people I already know to the game, so.
Okay. My availability was probably a little more consistent than Broly's, and if I'm available, I will be there. My streams run from 9 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means either before that on those days, or more available, which means I can give you a true guarantee would be 9 to 10 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Weekends are a little bit of an open book. I could probably nail down a time, but it would give me a couple days.
All right. Yeah, because my old day used to be Wednesdays.
Yeah, my schedule got fucking upended.
Yeah.
But Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of the days I have available now, as far as say 9 o'clock and beyond. So I would be more than available to say, even if you wanted to start it, I'd be confident in saying 8 o'clock is the earliest I would be guaranteed available, and 7 o'clock's the earliest I could give you a pretty decent idea.
Okay. Yeah, and like I don't usually go for longer than 2 hours when I'm playing it. So
yeah, definitely before 10 o'clock would be best. If you can start before 10, it would be no problem.
okay. Yeah, I could definitely start by 8. I just make sure to have dinner ahead of time. So then I just need to hear from Broly whether Tuesday or Thursday would be better for him. And it could change depending on the week, so.
Yeah, that's the thing with his schedules. You'd have to get with him and figure out what he's working that week and what days would work well. I'd even be willing to move a day here or there. Obviously can't do it every week if I'm trying to be consistent with my stream schedule because I'm trying to get back to that. But every so often, if that has to occur, I wouldn't have a problem doing that, and I would post an update on my Twitter or what have you, so everyone would know. But I'm kind of trying to get the group back together and get everyone back on a normal schedule, so I figured I'd ask. And I know you enjoyed that game, and I liked watching it. It was funny.
Yeah, right. Like it's the dialogue and the characters. It's fun to play because of the puzzles too, but like you play it for the dialogue and for the characters because they're ridiculous. And
there's
all
some other
the references.
Yeah, and I even thought after you finish the both of them, doing a playthrough on my own, so I see everything that I might miss, might be entertaining, and I'm sure you would love to be there as well.
Oh yeah.
The other thing I wanted to do, and I'm trying to work this out with Hadil. I actually can't alt tab to see if Hadil is still here. I don't think, he dipped out. But I'm looking at playing some Dying Light with him coming up here, so that'll be very fun. I've never played a game with Hadil like that before. I've co-opted with Broly, and I know how his style typically works and what he'll do. But Hadil doing a cold playthrough of that game where I don't really know the way he's going to react to situations that well, I think will provide like a fantastic amount of entertainment.
That's going to be a fun one too.
I'm looking forward to that. And then we can also get prepped for Dying Light 2, which naturally I played Dying Light 1 with him. We're going to play 2 together. So, also, even with the 2 full militaries, Schwarzhaven, man, is holding it fucking down. I'm kind of getting a little pissed off that I'm probably going to have to rebuild Schwarzhafen now, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because they bulldozed everything from what I can tell. Bastards.
Did they build anything in its place?
Nope. Jack and all. Jack and all, my friend.
Well.
I think I have one more turn to wait before I can do anything else. The moot, though, I need to get the moot under fucking control so I can start taxing it. Because I'm not even taxing all of my provinces right now. I have a gibbet there, but I can't upgrade it. And I don't have the ability to build a corrupted village.
Yeah, it takes to get your population up.
Yeah, and there's no other buildings I can build right now to get plus public order, so that one's just going to suffer. I even have repressed mortals on that one. It's still not happening, and a 52% corruption modifier.
Yeah, I don't find it really gives a bonus till like 60.
It doesn't. I know Solend also right now, like Steingart, I'm not taxing them either, and I'm at a 96 minus, and it's stabilized, but damn. That is a bitch and a half, and I could probably build a gibbet there and upgrade it. That additional 1 public order could start to bring me back in the black, but fucking hells, man, having the Empire on that faction in Feldorf is being a dick.
Yeah.
Now what I might be able to do is take Vlad here, or Victor, not Vlad. Vlad von Karnstein. No, take Victor here. I move him into Steingart and have him hold there. I might be able to tax it, and I can't because that's plus 23 public order a fucking turn. And
That's
that'll
pretty
help
good.
bring my income back up a little bit. That way I can start to recruit for Isabella. I think I get her back in, see here.
Probably
I can
next turn.
recruit Jerome Buttermont right now, and he's a blood dragon. He's a strategist as well, so I will probably recruit him at some point, but I do have 1 turn to get Isabella back in the fight, and I really do need her. Like, she's my, like, half my faction shtick is that Vlad and Isabella get massive buffs if they're fighting together.
Yeah.
So, why does recruiting give a fucking corruption down, it feels like? I recruited from a unit in a battle site that's supposedly in Grinstead, and I ended up with a -2 in Grinstead now because of that. Does it add corruption?
I mean, if it added corruption, that'd be great. We get even more bonus.
I mean, chaos corruption.
It shouldn't.
Because now I have 1% chaos corruption there, and I have to switch to repressed mortals.
In where?
In Grinstead.
Grinstead.
Because I saw a plus, like a red, what's the word I'm looking for? A red cloud around it between both this area and this here area. That'd be interesting if it did. I don't know if it does, but it'd be interesting if it did.
There could be an agent somewhere that you can't see right now.
That'd piss me off. Turn yours. I can't do anything more this turn anyways. I have 3 turns, so they start taking attrition. And once they start taking attrition, they're dead. That's it.
Basically.
We'll see how it goes.
Yay, Back a Sweater is done.
Congratulations. You know, I actually bought a really interesting knit product recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I bought a slouchy from Bungie. It was a Jade Rabbit one. And it's done with this really cool, like, brownish black, white and blue pattern. It looks fucking awesome. But it was surprisingly well made for being a manufactured product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can send you a picture. I'm actually quite happy with it. Yeah, plug for Bungie here right now. Not for Destiny, but if you like Destiny at all and want good, like, clothing, their clothing's actually very well made for being, I don't know if I want to say gimmicky, but for being a video game product. I'm amazed at whoever they got to do those clothes for them, because they're well done. So I guess a slight plug for Bungie store here. They do a good job. Here, I'll send DLA. Deal. Wow, I did it again. That's twice. I do it one more time. I gotta take a shot. There we go. If I misname someone 3 times, I have to take a shot.
So, should I auto-resolve this, or do you want to see this fight?
Oh my god. What is Manfred on?
Yeah, I'll fight the battle.
Jesus. What is that?
Just mount.
What is it? He's so fucking mad.
He's like, look at his eyes. Look how mad he is.
He's so fucking mad. He summoned a dragon. He's so mad.
He's so mad.
Like, have you ever been so mad that you accidentally a dragon?
Maybe.
Oh.
Haven't you?
No, I haven't, actually. I just accidentally a dragon. Oh my fucking god.
I mean, it happens.
That you accidentally a dragon?
It happens.
If that happens, I am severely concerned.
Happened in a roleplay once.
that you accidentally the dragon, what'd you do? Screw the dragon?
No, it was a transforming slime thing of some kind, and one of the characters sneezed on it, which
Oh
counts as a wind
no.
element. So
Oh
depending on
no.
what you rolls, how strong a thing it transforms into. So it transformed into a like by sneezing out turned into a frost elemental dragon.
Ooh, that's rough, man. Did you just accidentally a wall?
I remember I was
No,
like, "Fuck!"
I played a changeling, and I know how those rolls can go. It can either save your ass or it can totally screw you. You know what my favorite thing to do was? I was playing my changeling thief, right? And what I tended to do is our changelings were allowed a little more leniency with what they could turn into.
Hmm.
And so what I would tend to do would be in middle conversation, I would start to shift small elements of myself to throw the person I'm talking to off, right?
Hmm.
And that way, it essentially was a speech check modifier. So I get like a +1 to speech doing that because it would fumble up the person I'm talking to.
Hmm.
So I liked doing that. Another thing I did is I switched into a rat and gnawed someone's purse off their belt and picked it up and took it. That was a fun one. I used to like to do my way of scaring people was to turn into a vampire and show my fangs. That was a good way to scare people. I just was a giant asshole, I guess is the best way to put it. And I told you the famous printing press story at this point, so I won't regale you with that again, but suffice to say that's always entertaining. You haul something weighing literally 200 times your character out of a building, people tend to worry.
Yeah.
You have this fucking small ass, looks like this weird cross between a vampire, a human, and an elf, carrying a printing press out of a building. People tend to get concerned. Also, that vampire dragon. Blood dragon, I say blood dragon because it's red. That vampire dragon looks fucking ridiculous. It's actually so angry. Where does Doom and Darkness come from? Is that a debuff you applied to them, or is that an oral?
That's a debuff that I cast on them.
Okay, I was about to say if that's your aura, that's stupid. Yeah, I might have a bit of a concern here, though. I'm just saying. You might want to charge them before they cause problems. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, Avalona?
Well,
What do you got for me? Hit me. Hit me.
I was playing a very non-serious campaign with someone,
Okay.
and it was one of those things where like the DM kind of like you rolled, and then he kind of like made a comical thing of what happened based on your roll, right?
Okay.
So we had gone into the underworld, nether, whatever you want to call it. I forget what it was at that exact time, but there was basically 5 clans of demons, and they were all at war with each other. And I was playing a druid, and the greater demon for the one clan we ran into, and they're with me and another person I was playing with, right?
Yeah.
Our characters, right? So we were not doing so hot, but then the greater demon killed my wolf, and I got like some sort of rage bonus or whatever. Like I had to make a roll, and then it's like, oh, you have a rage bonus. So I ended up with the roll. I ended up rolling. Like he just told me to roll, and then I rolled a 20, and then he's like, okay, well now you need to re-roll again. I rolled a 20. Okay, roll again. I'm like, okay, 20.
He made you roll 3 times to confirm? 4 times?
4 times. No. This is because I got like a rage. Well, he didn't explain until afterwards, but I rolled 4 times, and each time I got a 20.
Jesus.
So, well, I mean, like the pluses made it even more than that, but it was a natural 20.
You rolled
And
4 nat 20s in a row.
Yes. I love tabletop role plays. I love my dice. I have always been, well, okay, not always, but like when it counts.
You
I've been
lucky fucking bastard.
So, so he like sits back. He's like, huh, okay then. Because like there was nothing in between. It was just like roll, and then I was like, okay, roll again, roll again, roll
Yeah,
again.
there's nothing. I guarantee he didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah. So you go in like you get like a rage bonus, and you
Rage.
go, yeah, blood rage, yeah. And he's like, because your wolf died, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, literally, you have, you could do pretty much anything because like I went to go attack him, and so they're basically I just had 2 daggers, right?
So the dragon ate everyone, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
No, what happened was oh that yeah sorry, but basically what happened was the only way he could think of to explain the situation is he's like, so you go completely berserk and like stab him and you're like on his back and super quick and he can't get you. You bite him and some of his blood trickles down your throat and then you get the ability to use I forget what he said, but it was some sort of like really like impossible magic. He's like, so you can literally do anything. What do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to release a magical plate inside of him that eats him from the inside out within seconds, and it's extremely painful.
Damn.
And so that happened.
You fucking disease the shit out of him because you roll 4 now. You're so pissed you accidentally a plague.
Yeah. So he like dies, and like apparently there was a whole bunch of his clan's people that were there that
God. They're
were
just
watching
like,
the whole.
Nope.
So right after all of that, they all bow and they're all like, "My lady, you are our new elder demon, like head of the clan or whatever, right?"
Damn.
And then right afterwards, by the way, my other person that I like, the other player, their character was, I think, was a cleric? I don't know, one of the ones that can heal and like resurrect and stuff. So they just walk up and
Paladin.
go, resurrect wolf.